Welcome back, everyone. RacerX here, and today is hopefully going to be a really good day. I just got the call from my dealership that my Demon 170 is ready to be picked up. And for those of you guys that are unaware, I had to have my Demon 170 engine completely replaced. The last time I had it out to the track was not a very good day. The car was not acting right at all. Come to find out, there were all sorts of metal pieces in the oil. It just looked like glitter in there. And they determined that I needed a new engine. Well, we're gonna go pick it up today, see how the car's behaving. We're gonna actually get in it with the tech, ride around in it, make sure everything sounds good. We've got to start the break-in process again. So I'm getting ready to go give him this big old Wagoneer back, get the Demon back, and hopefully everything will go off without a hitch today. If you guys are brand new to the channel, don't forget, hit subscribe. You can find that button right over here. Also, don't forget to hit that notification bell so you're notified as to when my new content comes out. Then off we go.
T-minus 15 seconds.
Today, I am back at the Dream Giveaway Garage, and I want to give you a quick tour, just a quick look around to show you all of the amazing cars that you can enter to win at Dream Giveaway. It is pretty epic. Right here we have their Roush giveaway. You can see we've got a 510 horsepower Mustang, and of course you've got a truck that goes along with this car. Now the winner has already been selected. They're actually going to be here in just a couple of days to pick these cars up. They're going to have a big ceremony. It's going to be really epic. So you can't enter to win any of those right now. They've got multiple other cars over here that are really cool. But what I wanted to focus on, check this out right over here. This is their Escalade V giveaway. You get a CT5V Blackwing and an Escalade V in the same exact giveaway. It's really epic. I love both of these two cars. You can enter to win those. Right over here, you've got two big block old school Chevys. You've got a Chevelle right there. And then of course, right over here, you have a Camaro. Both of those two cars paired together. Right here, you've got their brand new, newly announced Challenger giveaway. You've got a 2023 Super Stock and a 1970 Challenger owned by the president of Chrysler. How cool is that? You've got a highly modified C8 Corvette with a Magnuson supercharger on it. This thing has all sorts of work done to it. It's actually getting paired with an old school Corvette that they will have here shortly, and I can show you guys that in more detail. Check this out, a Porsche GT4 RS. That is being given away by itself. Right over here, you've got a Z06 that's got all sorts of carbon fiber stuff all over it. Gorgeous car. And of course you have a Silverado right here as well. That's got some pretty cool features to it. Right over here, you've got a Shelby, check this thing out, supercharged Shelby Mustang right next to the Shelby truck. This is a Centennial Edition Mustang. Both of these two are being given away in the same giveaway. And then right over here, the Mustang Dark Horse and an F-150. That is an electric truck. Both of those two cars. All you have to do is go to Dream Giveaway's website to enter, use my code RacerX to get three times the entries for one price. And I will pin a link in the description down below. Just take a look at all of these epic rides. Go enter to win. So here's the thing. As much as I like driving this 7,000-pound behemoth around, and I will admit, the Wagoneer is actually really nice, and this has the Hurricane in it. We know that's going into the new Charger for 2025. Obviously, that will be the 6-pack. That's in addition to the EV cars that are coming out. We talked about that at length. I've been really impressed with this Hurricane engine driving around in it for the last like 5 or 6 weeks since my Demon has been down. But it's not a Dodge Demon 170. So that's really the whole reason I bought the Demon 170, was to get it, race it against all sorts of fun stuff, you know, show the struggles, show the wins, show the losses, show everything about the car, and just have a lot of fun making content with, in my opinion, the baddest muscle car ever made. Well, a huge shout out to the guys from Stellantis for getting a new engine for me, and a huge shout out to my dealership for getting the engine installed. I mean, he got the engine in, he had a couple other things going on in the shop, but I mean, he got the engine put in just a couple of days. I know for certain he was very, very careful about like when he took the old engine out and when he put the new engine in. I mean, extremely careful. I mean, checking every little thing, checking to make sure everything was tight, specs, you know, torque to spec, all of that kind of stuff. So I'm positive that he did a good job with the installation of the engine. Now, here is what I do not want to happen. I do not want to go down there, pick up the car, and then have the car still act funny. So obviously we're going to take a ride. I'm going to listen very, very carefully to the car. I'm going to look at all the gauges. I'm going to make sure everything looks right. Now, he did also re-gap the plugs. That was something that they were recommending to do just in case, but the plugs have been re-gapped. I mean, as far as I know, he has done every single thing that he has been asked to a T meticulously to make sure that this car would be happy when I go to pick it up. So we're going to go get it. Hopefully everything's good. We'll start the break-in process, which, geez, it's going to be a whole nother thing. But eventually, maybe we'll get to go race this car again. So almost to the dealership. See what happens. All right, I have arrived at Courtesy Dodge Jeep Chrysler Ram in Tampa. The car is in the back, very secure. So let's go back and see what's going on. Well, guys, the car is officially back. There you see it behind me. I wasn't able to film it in the shop, but he's got it all completed. A really, really good job he did on this. We actually just took it for a little 5-mile ride down the road, just kind of listening to it, looking at the gauges. It saved all of my settings and stuff in here. So everything is looking really good on the car. I am so pleased that they were able to get the engine in relatively quickly, get it put in the matter of just a couple of days. And I mean, he was meticulous, as I mentioned. I mean, all the fluids, everything, obviously brand new oil, all that good stuff in the car. Now, I'm still waiting to hear back from Stellantis in terms of maybe some additional break-in procedures. I'm really, really hoping they get back to me here in the next few days so I can share those with you. I am just really pleased to get this car back. And there you can see it, my brand new Demon 170 engine. It looks, once again, bone stock, just like it did right when I picked it up the very first time. Everything is good. He actually showed me basically everything he did on paper, and boy, it was a lot to do to get this thing in here. It's so interesting when you look at one of these and, you know, the job is complete and it just looks so simple and easy. I promise it wasn't all that simple and easy, but he did a great job with it. Well, I actually decided to come down to the gas station, put a little 93 octane in this. Like I said, I want to make sure I break it in the right way. Obviously started the car multiple times. You know, car sounds great. I know the tech already put some heat cycles in the engine a little bit, but did not drive it. But the car sounds completely healthy again. I'm so happy that it sounds really healthy. After driving it around, I can feel all the pops and the gargles, and the car seems really happy again. That's all I can say. And I am so pleased, because I thought maybe there was a chance that it wasn't just the engine. Maybe it was, you know, transmission related, or maybe there was some other things going on causing the car to act really, really weird. Another good thing is it saved all of my information. Like, it's got all my my gauges, all my top speed, all the kind of stuff that I had in here before. It's all still here. And I know some people are going to ask, well, you know, can you still get to your not only your performance pages, your drag modes, can you get on the trans brake, all that sort of stuff? It's all still here. So technically, you know, this is a new engine. I don't think the car knows it's a new engine, but obviously we're going to treat it that way. So I'm actually going to head down to Bradenton, and we're going to do a couple of runs in the car all out to see how the engine is really holding up.
Hell yes.
Totally kidding, guys. I know some of you guys were triggered when I just said that. Not really doing that. I had to throw it out there because of all the weird people in the comments, but we're not going to go track it just yet. Now, as I start the break-in process all over again with this brand new engine, I'm going to do a couple of things a little bit different. Now, I have sent a formal inquiry, if you will, to the folks over at Stellantis about some things that I felt like the Demon 170 supplement were really vague about. I mean, it says change your oil more often if you're going to track the car. It never says really how often. It doesn't say if I should change it after every single track use. Does that mean I can go and run like one pass and then I have to change the oil? You know, I feel like it's just very vague on a lot of things. Should I break this car in strictly on 93 octane fuel? Should I be using E85? Is it okay to do that? You know, there's a lot of different things that I really still want to know. And obviously they sent off my engine to be diagnosed, taken apart, if you will, and they're going to take a really hard look at what happened to my engine. Should I be using a different viscosity oil other than OW40? These are all questions in my mind, because OW40 is kind of thin. And if you thin out your oil, it's not necessarily good for your engine either. I need a lot more answers from the folks at Stellantis. So that's why I have sent off an inquiry. But in the meantime, I'm just going to baby the car as always. I have a very specific break-in process that I follow. I followed it to a T last time. I'm not going to really do anything different with this other than maybe change my oil like hyper regularly. I shouldn't have to do that in my mind, but that's what I'm going to do until I hear something different from Stellantis. So honestly, after probably 200 or 300 miles, I'm going to change the oil, and I'm going to send it in for an oil analysis to see, is this a healthy engine so far? I'm going to be hyper careful with this new engine because I don't want to go through this again. Hopefully I'll have more answers for you guys. In the meantime, I'm just babying around in my Demon 170. So hopefully we can have a nice healthy engine, get it broken in right. I'm going to keep a log of everything I do in this car, when I change the oil, how many miles I put on it with each trip. I mean, a super descriptive log of everything that I do with this new engine before I put it on the track. So hopefully that'll appease some of you guys out there. Like I said, this is like my, I don't know, like 9th E85 car. Never had an issue, but we're going to do that. We're going to go the extra mile on this car. So anyway, guys, happy to have the car back. It's a good day. Beautiful, nice and sunny here in Florida. Can't wait until I can actually get it out to the track, and I will catch you guys on the next one. So until then, RacerX.